So I grew up with a beer drinking dad, upper middle class, beautiful home, 2 cars, a pool, mom that loved me and worked, dad that loved me and provided me most anything a kid could ask for. And he drank a lot of beer. I thought it was kind of normal. And I think for a while it was, because dad worked real hard and he came home and he drank beer. And sometimes he would drink a lot of beer. And sometimes he would drink beer all day, every day. And he traveled for work. Maybe that was part of the escalation, or maybe it was just that he was doing okay. And that was sort of an outlet. But what I will say is, over time, it became not okay. And it began impacting every area of his life, including his role as a husband, his role as a father, his legal issues, and probably had he not had the courage and tenacity to stop himself in his track before it got out of control beyond recovery, probably would have taken down his business as well, perhaps his life. My dad entered into recovery, I'd say voluntarily, although some pressure from his family. He has been sober for 30 years. And not just sober, but working a recovery program through AA. So, though AA is not for everyone, and their success rates are not super fantastic, I will say there was a man, my daddy, who is alive today because of that support system, because of that community, and because of his tenacity and his commitment to working a program. I love my dad, and I am proud of my dad. And part of what I saw with that, I'm now seeing in society, where the beer dads of the 80s are now the juice mommies. And while women have always drank, and it's always been, maybe a dirty little secret with a vodka bottle hidden in a sock drawer, what I'm seeing now is go on Amazon and look up wine, and you're going to see sippy cups. You're going to see mommy's juice. You're going to see a marketing campaign for moms drinking wine to cope with being moms. Look at the memes. Look at the t-shirts. Look at the bumper stickers. Look at the wine bottle marketing. And we are not just normalizing moms drinking, but we're glamorizing it. We're making it cute and fun. And this amped up during lockdown, during COVID-19 pandemic. Now you've got moms home, working from home, or parenting from home, or teaching their kids from home. And they self-admitted the drinking amped up. What else was there to do? How else was I supposed to cope with this? What were my other options? And I'm not here to talk about blame. I'm here to talk about a reality. Now, I am a registered nurse, was a critical care nurse, working in liver transplant intensive care for many years. So I know the end stage of alcoholism, and it is ugly. And part of that has been my inspiration as I worked in a psychiatric nursing facility, as well as an inpatient rehab and detox facility. Part of my interest in becoming skilled and certified in substance use interventions is not only because I understand the disease process and the behavior mechanisms that either hinder or support those behaviors in others, but I've seen the end stage. So I am highly motivated to intervene before it's too late. I've also seen a lot of miracles, like my dad, who did make it to the other side, who did and do live productive lives free of alcohol and substances. So I am highly motivated for my work as an interventionist. And I believe that I would come in at the very end and attempt to offer help to the one person that no one else would want to help anymore because they've been helped so many times. At some point, people are just done trying to help. I come in that one last time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But as motivated as I am for that, I have a responsibility as a nurse and as an interventionist and as a mom to speak to this culture that isn't going to do anything but increase my business. And honestly, I don't want it. I don't want to be trying to swoop in and save moms from themselves so that they don't harm their family, harm their kids, and lose their life. I would like to be on the front end. I want to talk about this because out of 10 juice moms, 1 to 2 of those are going to progress to severe use disorder. And once you're in severe use disorder, your brain is hijacked and logic is no longer going to work on you. Now, some of you will teeter back and forth on the edge. Like, you might be drinking your wine in the evening, but you know better than to put your kids in the car seat and drive and get more. You know you've got to be at work or at the PTA meeting in the morning, so you stop. This lifestyle that we're glamorizing is completely negating the fact that 20% aren't going to be able to just stop. And not only are they putting their life in danger, they're putting their kids' life in danger. They are going to be impacting the next generation growing up, and they're going to be on the roads driving. This is not something that I'm prepared to sit by and just say, well, for some people it's fun and for some people it's a problem. Okay, so let's be aware of the risk patterns. Let's be aware of who is high risk for it to become a problem. Let's give people the tools to evaluate themselves before it gets there. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about looking at ourselves as a society, looking at the expectations that we're putting on moms and the tools that we're giving them as a society is a sippy cup that says Mommy's Happy Hour on it. How is that helpful and how is that okay?